Hello and welcome to Chapter 10, Lesson 2. Today we're going to be talking about fractions as parts of a whole. So yesterday we talked about how fractions can be part of a whole or part of a set. Tomorrow is going to be part of a set. Today is going to be part of a whole. So let's get started. All right, so here, the example 1, we have the background paper of Mrs. Dempsey's bulletin board is divided into 4 equal stripes. Notice that picture here, 4 equal stripes. What fraction of the bulletin board is green? Okay, so when we're talking here, we have 1 stripe out of 4 total stripes. So we know that our numerator, the top number, is going to be 1, and the denominator is going to be 4. So the numerator is the part that is green, and the denominator is the total number of parts. Okay. So a helpful hint over here, sometimes 1/4 is also read as 1/4. Okay, so just some vocabulary words because I'll be referring to them as numerator, tells the number of equal parts being represented. Okay, so it might be the number that's shaded in, it might be the number that we're choosing, it might be the number that someone's taking. Okay, so it's the part that we're talking about. And then the denominator tells us the total. That's key word for denominator, the total number of equal parts. So 1/4 or 1, if we spell it out in words, 1/4 of the bulletin board is green. Okay, let's go to another one. Not all fractions are unit fractions. So that's where we're talking about the numerator is 1. So it could be 1/2, 1/3, 1/4. They're not all unit fractions. So for example, here we have a flag where 2 red parts and there are 3 total number of equal parts. Okay? So if I wanted to say what fraction of the flag is red, well, 2 parts are red out of 3 total stripes on the flag, and they're all equal pieces. Okay, so this would be, we would read it as 2/3. So 2/3 or 2/3 of the flag is red. Explain why 2/3 is not a unit fraction. 2/3 is not a unit fraction Here's where you get to impress me with your new vocabulary words. Because the numerator numerator is 2. And in order to be a unit fraction, it needs to be 1. Okay, let's go to the next page here. So here we go. Complete the chart and write a fraction for each part. So the part that is yellow is, so I have 1, 2, 3 parts that are yellow out of 4 total parts. Okay, so the part that is not yellow, I have 1 part that is not yellow out of 4 total parts. Okay, so let's look at number 2. Parts that are yellow, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 parts that are yellow out of 6, 7, 8, out of 8 total parts. So that means I have 1, 2, 3 parts that are not yellow out of 8 total parts. So 5/8 of this shape are yellow and 3/8 are not. For this one, we would say that 3/4 are yellow and 1/4 is not. Okay, let's go to the next page here. Now I believe these are out of the homework, so these are just some extra problems. If you are saying, Mrs. Hamer, I'm good to go, then you can go work on your assignment. If you're saying, Mrs. Hamer, I'd like a few more problems, that is what I have included here. Okay, so here's our model, which is just a picture. So what part is green? I have 2 parts are green out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 total parts. So that means that 4 parts are not green out of 6 total parts. Okay, here I have 3 parts are green out of 4 total parts, or 3/4 of the shape are green. And then, so that means 1/4 are not green. All right, so here it asks us to shade each figure to represent the fraction. So I have 4/6 here. So that means I need to shade in 4 out of 6. Well, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I have 6 total pieces, so I need to shade in 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have now shaded 4 out of 6 total pieces. This one asks me to shade all 3 pieces, 3 out of 3 pieces. So that means that 3/3 is actually equal to 1 whole shape. Number 5 asks me to shade 5 out of 8 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 8. And for number 6, I need to shade 1 out of 4. 1 out of 4 total pieces. Okay, that's all that I have for you today. Luckily, this is a little bit on the easier side of an assignment, but I just really want to make sure that we are really solid on fractions. So get your practice in. I have a challenge for you this week, so look at that, and I will see you tomorrow.